Hello there, it's Amanda with the Little Bluebird Gallery, and I am in my studio doing a little painting, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of some advice or help when you are painting flowers. This is a mistake that I see happening pretty often with some of my students, and one of the things that I've noticed is that if you try to blend your colors way too much, you're going to end up with a really flat flower. So this is a mistake that I see happen pretty often in the beginning when you're first learning how to paint, and it's something that I did also. So I wanted to show you, like, look at this one here. There are little chunks of paint that are not blended together. The colors are not all blended. Also in this one here, this is probably a little better example. There's just lots of chunks of different values of color here. So we've got light, dark, and a little bit of an in-between. So I thought I'd just show you a little demo. By the way, we are going to be painting these little pumpkins with sunflowers in my membership, my creative community. This Thursday, I will offer that class. But in the meantime, we're also going to paint this the next week. And the membership is open. I'll put a link below if you're interested. In the meantime, we're going to do a little sunflower here. I'm going to show you what I mean when I say don't overblend. So this is a very common beginner mistake that happens all the time, and I'm going to do it here on this blue background. I need to get a little clip out here, so hang on just a second. My paper's beginning to buckle, so I'm just going to clip it down with these little office clips, and let me show you. We can do we're going to do a little simple flower, and I'll also talk about this one a little bit for you. So let me get a different brush. I'm going to use a flat, if I can find my brushes. They're all in the paint water, of course. I think I'm going to use an angled brush instead. So we'll just go with this angled brush. And I'm going to begin with dark brown. We're going to do a big sunflower here. But I'm just going to show you what I mean by don't overblend. I'm going to put down big chunks of this darker color. And then I'm going to pick up the lighter color, and you see I'm not mixing it together. It kind of mixes and blends on the paper. And then I grab my white. I need to decide where my source of light is coming from, and I'm going to say it's coming from here. But when you leave all these little pieces of value, then that helps you to create that really three-dimensional look. Hi Teresa. She says, what kind of paper are you using? This is a mixed media pad, and I actually get them at Walmart. Let me show you. This one's full, but this is the pad that I have. It's 11 by 14, and it's 98 pound paper, but it works really well for me. Also, if you want to learn more about painting sunflowers just in general, I have a full tutorial that is totally free. And let me see if I can find the example here in my sketchbook real quick. You can go to my website, artbyamandahilburn.com. I'll put a link down below if you want to learn how to create a full painting that is the sunflowers Well, I thought I could find it really quickly, but apparently I can't. Here it is. So I have this tutorial for free on my website if you'd like to learn to do that. And like I said, I'll put a link down below. You're welcome, Teresa. Okay, so over blending when it comes to painting like this and getting this impressionistic and loose look, don't blend your colors together. Just slap them on top. You can also use a palette knife, and that helped me in the very beginning. So this is a palette knife. This is not my favorite one though. Hang on. This one is the one I like better. And it helps too, because when you're using a piece of stiff metal, you have to be loose. There's no way to get really detailed with this. But you would do the same thing. And you would just lay down the dark yellow first. This is going to be much more chunky and loose. And then you would pick up some of this brighter yellow. And then grab your white. Hang on. And it kind of just marbles together on your painting for you when you don't overdo it with the blending. So there are lots of different techniques when it comes to painting with acrylics, and the one that I use is really loose, it's really layered, it's using more paint. I'm not really stingy with my paint. When you put it on your paper or your canvas, you need to really be generous with it and lay down some big chunks of color. And don't be afraid to just put down a stroke, whether it's with your knife or with your brush, and leave it there. So don't keep blending it over and over. So let's see what happens when I do get a little too blendy. And I'll show you what happens. So let's say we have our center here. And I need to get some more paint out. Hang on just a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my dark color. I'm not even sure if I can do this. And let's say I'm going around. I'm not using a whole lot of paint. It's kind of thin. And then I switch and I start with the other yellow. And I just keep going around. See, it's just all blending together. And I'm going to end up with, and then we get our white. We're just going to end up with a very flat flower that is boring and, oops, wrong color. All one color, basically. So I know you can see the difference here. This one has lots more definition, dimension. It just works so much better. And you can even put a little highlight in here, in that centerpiece. This one is super loose, chunky, no blending at all, laying color on top of color, usually starting with darkest first and moving to light. And then if we tried to do it where we were just over blending, we would just end up with something very flat and uninteresting. So this is something that I had to learn myself, and it's something that I teach also. And if you would like to learn more, if you want to paint some loose and impressionistic, I guess you could call that impressionistic, pumpkins with us this month in my creative community, we would love to have you. So also, I was going to point this out too. See, I was showing you this flower right here. It started out with this darker orangey color, and I laid that color down, and then I moved to a more medium value, and I laid those strokes down, and then a lighter value, and I laid those down. And that's how you build that three-dimensional look in your flowers. So, get out your paints. Don't be stingy with them. Don't overblend it. Just lay color and value on top of each other, and you will come out with some really pretty flowers too. So I'll put those links down below, and you guys can either, or you can do both. You can grab this one that is a free tutorial on my website. If you want to join us in the creative community, you can do that. We're going to paint orange pumpkins, white pumpkins, and we're also going to paint this floral with, it's a little more of a romantic vibe. And it's all acrylic, and we would love to have you. So hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.